want to take this opportunity to thank the leadership of the Administrative Police Service and the National Police Service generally. As you can see, I'm here with the Deputy Inspector General of the Administration Police Service and the leadership of this facility. We have come here this afternoon to inspect the progress that is going on here. As you are aware, we have the Border Police Unit as well as the Border Police Training campus in this compound. And this is a government facility that is helping in the training of specialized troops among our police, administration police generally, to deal with emerging and complicated crimes, especially crimes related to terrorism and crimes also related to organized transnational crimes. I am impressed by what I have seen here. The work is still ongoing, but so far the facilities that are required for the training of our officers are good. And we want to appreciate the partnership of especially the American government, who are helping us in equipment, but also in putting up a regional counterterrorism center, a training center, which will take care of the training of not only the Kenyan security forces, but also security officers from other parts of this region. And this just goes to demonstrate the leadership of Kenya in offering solutions to peace and security in the region. We have a number of projects that require urgent completion, including the airstrip. And having seen what is happening here and having seen what this facility is doing, I have committed to complete the airstrip in the shortest time possible, and therefore the Ministry of Interior will be allocating 200 million shillings to help in the completion of that airstrip. The airstrip will be used for evacuating officers who are injured in the field during security operations. As you're aware, this facility is training mainly officers who are being deployed in the areas where the threat of terrorism exists, especially along the Kenya-Somalia border. As you're aware also, this facility is training officers who are being used increasingly now in the fight against cattle rustling in northern Kenya. Therefore, an airstrip in this location will help us enhance our logistical capacity, not only for evacuating our officers and transporting them, but also in terms of providing supplies and logistics for those who are serving in the northern part of our country. Right now, I am informed by the leadership of this institution that increasingly, besides the border police agencies and officers, will also be training ASTU, that is the anti-stock theft unit officers. They will be trained from this place, as well also as the general service unit. As you are aware, increasingly our security sector is using the multi-agency approach to counter terrorism, to counter international organized crime and other complex crimes, including trafficking in persons and narcotic drugs and illegal movements of persons. And we, in the last few months, have seen a lot of detection and thwarting of threats using the roadblocks that have been mounted by the border police unit. And even as I said about 3 weeks ago during the parliamentary approval process, as much as we want to remove physical roadblocks for the normal traffic management, we will retain specialized roadblocks for uh, the border control police to help us in thwarting and detecting this kind of crimes. In the past few months, few weeks, we have got a lot of achievements, some of which I cannot discuss here, and we feel the country is safe with an enhanced border police unit. So going forward, even as we see how to improve, to remove the physical police officers from normal traffic management, we will retain the border police unit to help us to detect and thwart some of the threats that could come from outside our country through our roads. So we hope we will increase these roadblocks to as many outlets as possible, or the roads that are leading, connecting our country to our neighboring countries. Therefore, I think I am happy. I should also mention that the leadership of the administration police service and especially this institution have actually used very little resources to put up wonderful facilities. I have seen an ongoing project of a good stadium which actually could even host international matches, which is ongoing. Much of the work here is being done by officers with the help of other officers from the National Youth Service. The equipment they are using here is equipment within government, from government, and therefore there's very little money which has been used here. The little money that has been used, I think, has achieved a lot. In fact, this is the best description of value for money, if you ask me. And I think other agencies should learn on how this institution has managed to achieve quite a bit of facilities with very little resources. I appreciate the partnership of the American government, as I've said, especially with the Regional Counterterrorism Center, which is ongoing. I am informed that in another 9 or 10 months, that center will be fully operational. Finally, this institution has put in place a state-of-the-art border police hospital. I have seen it. The facilities are state-of-the-art by every word of it. And very soon, we are looking for a date when His Excellency the President can come and open that hospital. Perhaps therefore in a few weeks' time, we should be here so that we open that hospital, even as we look at supporting this institution in the other facilities they are doing. Thank you very much. And yeah, the last, I think there have been security concerns around muggings in Nairobi, and that is now under control. We have moved in very fast. We have deployed a huge number of police officers, uniformed, non-uniformed, and that matter now is under control. There is no, we've not been having the kind of reports that we are having. We don't expect that challenge to recur again, and that is all I can say for now.
So speaking of the security challenges, you must be aware of the Pakistani journalist who was killed in Kenya. Where has the investigation reached in that case?
The investigations is ongoing on the Pakistani journalist who was unfortunately killed in our country. The security and interior ministry officials from Pakistan have visited this country, and they are working with their Kenyan counterparts in those investigations. I think so far, I think progress has been made, but I think at an appropriate point, the DCI will be making an announcement on where that investigation has reached. But what I can assure the country is that Kenya has cooperated with Pakistan to ensure that justice is done in that particular unfortunate incident.
Can you give us some specific time frame around what time this investigation would be concluded?
I can't, for the following reason. Our police is independent. The minister does not give police operational guidelines. I deal with policy issues. But I want to assure you, as a policy, it will be done in record time. And I think I don't think Kenya has any interest in prolonging the investigation. The government and has nothing to hide. In fact, we are as aggrieved as the Pakistani government itself, because we believe that any person who is lawfully in our country requires our protection, and they requires us to secure him. So I cannot give you time frames, and I will be perhaps asking the DCI to update the public on where we are on that one. But I know they are working with their Pakistani counterparts, and some progress has been made. But as to what that progress is, only the DCI can provide that information. Thank you.
Hapa ndani sababu kuko na maji kidogo. Pande juu.
Maji kutoka the other side.
Yes.
You.
That out to go the arrangement ground
Currently.
Sababu ndio ndio kipa samani ya kumalizia
Okay. This will give you time to relax and also give time to allow other officers to climb that lander. Okay. So you are supposed to go from one lock to the other. Follow the rope by hanging yourself on both hands and the legs. Yeah, the other side. For now, maybe after 3 years. So this is the end of that circuit point. When you go down, then you're supposed to hook over there up to the other side. This concrete kuruka. Yes, usikanyanga maji, kuruke. So ukikanyanga maji, you have under time for circuit ambazo ziko mbele. So if you can cross the obstacle,
you need to scroll.
Yeah,
Sababu uta scroll pale uko na maji, utateresa na slide.
So ukiruka hapa vizuri, utakuwa na ample time. Ukishindwa, you have under time aenda. In this point now, everybody, whoever is in this circuit should go in this drum up to the other point. It's a point, it's supposed to train you on obstacle crossing. Whenever if it is water, if there is raise or any other obstacle, you can cross. That's the importance of that. Yes, that's right. You go yourself. You go over the obstacle. Yes. That's right. So you come. So it should go half.
Okay.
Yes. Down.
So like this, then.
Yes. Whichever way, you must hold yourself.
Yes.
You're supposed to hold using your stomach. Your belly. Then go down the obstacle, that is the wire mesh, up to the other end. If you are big or you have any other huge body, you cannot cross this point.
Ingine ukiinuka kidogo, mgongo inaenda.